I own an electric fireplace heater, model NBS15R. It is 120 volts / 60 Hz 1500 W. I purchased it last winter and it worked fine. It still comes on, and the heat is good, and felt right away. Problem: it will only stay on for a minute or less. Could this be caused by a fuse or something that can be replaced or repaired?
What happens now? Your chat has ended, but you can still work with your expert to get an answer to your question if you have not yet received one. Come back to this page at any time to see additional information from your expert. You will also receive an email when your question is updated. If you want to send a message to your expert, use the box below. Very often, with electric heaters there is a safety device that turns off the heater if it is overheating, to prevent fires. The most common cause of this is the lack of enough airflow through the unit. First, make sure that the unit is not too close to an object that would impede airflow to the intake vent. Check the intake area, with the power cord unplugged and or the circuit breaker turned off, not just the wall switch turned off, if it is controlled by a wall switch. Look for lint buildup, just as if it were your clothes dryer. As the air is lessened by too much lint there, or inside the heater, the heating elements are not cooled enough by air picking up the heat and taking it to the room. When they get too hot, a switch turns the heater off, similar to the thermostat in your home turning off the furnace when the room is warm enough. Try this. I believe that this will likely solve the problem, and if it does not solve the problem, then let me know. I'll stay with you until it is fixed. Thanks. David, note, the model number you gave is probably the model number for the switch for the fan. You may have an owner's manual with a brand name and possibly a different model number?
I took the entire heater apart, and cleaned every possible area with a damp cloth and Q-tips. I got a small amount of dust cleaned out. The heater still does the same thing. It has an on switch, which when turned on, lights and a flickering flame comes on. Then you hit heating, and a fan comes on and you can feel heat being blown out. It will stay on, with the heat blowing for about 40 seconds and it cuts off. Going through the same process again, it will only stay on with heat blowing for 5 to 10 seconds. Anything else you suggest, I will try. Thank you.
Okay, sorry it is not working yet. I know of a couple of other normal causes for this. One of those is the thermostatic control. Some of these heaters have a 4-position switch, off, low, med, high, and the heater will automatically shut off when a certain temperature is reached, and the temperature is sometimes quite low. For example, the Model F500 will shut off automatically at low, 64 F, which is 18 C med, 75 F, which is 24 C high, 86 F, which is 30 C. If you had this model, and if you turn it on at low, your room may already be 64 degrees, and so it would shut off. The fix for this would be to turn it on high. Try this, and let me know. The bulbs could be too high of wattage for the fireplace. This is unlikely unless you have changed the bulbs. Since I'm not sure which fireplace you have, I am not sure what wattage they need to be. Many need to be 35 watts or less, or overheating will occur, and it will shut off. The space around the heater may be insulated, if it is built in, and this would likely cause overheating as well, and can be dangerous and could cause a fire. Lastly, if the flame appears not normal, and is sputtering, then the flame motor might be bad. A bad motor might draw too much power and trip a breaker. This does not sound like the problem, but tell me, does the flame look normal? Also, do you have the brand and model number? And is it built-in or freestanding? Please let me know. Thanks.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/YTHI.